join us tonight. And what they're going to do is a one-night event. They're outside setting up their boxes right now, and hopefully they're being a little wise in how they do that because it is supposed to rain tonight. We're also going to have sort of a soup-style soup kitchen style dinner. It's going to consist of canned peaches and some hot dogs and baked beans. There's no soda tonight, there's no cookies, there's no popcorn or anything like that. They will sleep out in the boxes all night long. I'll be waking them up around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and the reason I'm doing that is because homeless people have to usually vacate where they're sleeping in the morning when the rest of us wake up and get ready to get about our lives. They are going to get involved in some activities tonight that they don't know about yet also. For example, they're only going to be able to keep 4 of the items that they brought with them, and they don't know that yet.
So a lot of kids have brought... They brought all kinds of stuff, right?
And some of them are all decked out in their really nice clothes and so on. So their sleeping bag or blanket is one item, their pillow is another item, the clothes they're wearing is an item, their toothbrush and toothpaste is an item. So they're able to only choose 4 things from that list to utilize for the night, and the rest they have to give up. I'm going to be taking away their cell phones, their iPods, their hair dryers. All of that stuff is going to get locked up for the night so that they'll have no access to it. I'm actually going to break them down into 2 families. They won't sleep together as families, needless to say. The boys and girls will be separate, but 2 different scenarios of families who've ended up homeless, and they're trying to get themselves either out of a motel that they've been put in by social services or out of a relative's house, and how can they do that when they're unemployed? As many people are because of our economy. Social services does not give families a lot of money to live on when they're disadvantaged, so they have to work with those restrictions to try to get themselves into an apartment. I want them to realize how tough that really is, and to kind of do away with the stereotype that all homeless people are mentally ill drug addicts who are out on the street, because they're really not. They're families that have come upon hard times for whatever reason, and their houses may be foreclosed on, or they may not be able to pay their rent. So I'm hoping that they're really going to get some understanding and some empathy out of the night tonight.
So they're right now, they're out there, they're thinking that they're going to be able to play with their iPods, call home, text message, dry their hair in the morning, etc., etc., etc. And it's going to be a big surprise.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a big surprise.
We're not going to have any of that stuff.
So let's say that that one of them has brought newspapers to pad his box. That's an item, right?
An item. Yep. That's number 7. Extras to put on or in your box.
Okay, I see. That's number 7 down at the bottom. Okay, and that'll now. Will each entire newspaper be an item, or each page?
I won't do that to them. Just the newspaper itself.
Itself will be an item. Okay.
Oh.
Here's the boys setting up their box city. And these are the girls setting up their box city.
Hey, we have tomatoes. What? I feel like this is gonna fall, guys. We need more tomatoes. I got it. Something more. It's breaking.
You have to vacate the premises. New York State Police, you have to vacate the premises. Come on, let's go. New York State Police, got to vacate the premises. Let's go. New York State Police, you got to vacate the premises. Let's go. The ground was pretty hard
And cold.
and
You
cold.
fell asleep like that.
So I put cardboard like over like the floor mats, and like I had like 2 floor mats, and then I put a piece of cardboard down, and then I had my sleeping bag, and then that was pretty much it. And I slept in that.
And that's something else too, that we all had sleeping bags, and a lot of homeless people don't even have that luxury, so we got a little bit more comfort out of that, where most people who actually have to live like this every day
They
have
have nothing to
sleep
go
on.
back to. They just go home in a box every night or on the streets. And
Now yesterday, some of you guys were fooling around about, basically joking. I'm not going to mention names, but some of you guys were joking around about the homeless and throwing pennies at them and stuff like that. And you would throw money at each other, pretend you were homeless. You guys still think that's funny now? Not at all.
Much, seeing how we live what they live through every day, only for one night. Not really.
Last night, when Kathy told you that you're not going to be able to take all your fun stuff into the tent with you, into the box city with you, what was your immediate reaction? Was it a reaction of, oh man, I can't bring my cell phone, or was it a reaction of survival? What do I need to bring in to survive?
Johanna.
Well, I almost cried when she told me I had to give up my cell phone. I didn't like that at all. I mean, really nervous.
Because like now, like we're used to necessities of like cell phones and things like that, and then only being able to take 4 types of items, you have to be really selective to what we think is more important.
where you see a lot of these homeless people, and you can see where hygiene went out the window. It's probably because they have other necessities that they have to carry on their back versus like a hair comb or a toothbrush or toothpaste, because they need other things. What we think is a necessity.
It still gives you a little bit of perspective on what a person who really had to sleep in a box every night, didn't have access to indoor things, because they didn't have anywhere to live, like what they might actually.
What's going to be your first reaction the next time you
focusing
walk
on
by
instead
a really,
of hunting down.
somebody that really looks really homeless?
It could happen to
Many
anyone,
of the
like
homeless in
any of
America
us.
are teenagers like ourselves, and they don't have a drug problem or an alcohol problem. They just happen to get kicked out by their parents, or they had to leave because their parents couldn't afford